3, 2, 1. That's how all the reviews start for Mortal Kombat movies nowadays, I think.
Mortal Kombat.
Hey guys, what is up? SonicHaXD here, and welcome to I don't have a name for whatever we're doing right now. Maybe it will come up later. So I guess we'll just call it the PodKast, but spelled with a K.
How original.
And I'm your host, SonicHaXD. And no, do not get clickbait. I don't make any Sonic content. I just make Mortal Kombat stuff nowadays. And we have a lot of special guests here. So first off, we have TrueUnderDawg, the anti-Shiva stomp master.
I feel a bit bad about that because I was such an advocate for Shiva when she was announced, and now she's just become like the biggest monster in the game, and she's still stomping around. And if they never patch it, she's just gonna be gatekeeping the entire game for anyone who wants to start playing. NetherRealm did actually nerf Shiva's stomp. I will not sleep until the gamers are free. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for the invite. It's a bit early, but I think that's good. It's going to keep me sharp, so happy to be here.
Nice. And then next up, we have, as people like to call him, the dark history behind the warrior, The4thSnake.
The what? I'm honored to be here on the SonicHaXD.
The SonicHaXD.
That's my proposal for the name, because then people go, oh, it's a podcast about Sonic, and go and listen to it and be very confused. And I think that would be hilarious.
Nice. I like that. Finally, as our last guest, we have BruskPoet, who has prepared a poem for all of us.
I was like, oh wait, hold on a second. Are you gonna say something unique about me? Thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk about this. I'm glad to join everybody else on here. And yeah, let's get started whenever you're ready.
I was actually feeling like I was gonna let TrueUnderDawg talk first, because he was the one who got early access to the trailer compared to all of us, so I had to wait for it.
Oh, fancy.
About that.
That is true. It was last minute though. It was about as last minute as possible, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to do an early thing?" And I'm like, "Okay, I suppose."
So I was also supposed to get an early review of the trailer. They sent me an email and stuff. It was also last minute as well, but they never gave it to me.
Oh!
They literally never gave it to me. Like,
no.
They said like, hey, we want to give you an early access so you can put your reaction up early. Like, we want you to watch the trailer early so you can be one of the first to put your reaction up on YouTube. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks for that. And they said, okay, sign this form. I signed the form, and then they never sent it to me. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, no. To fill y'all in a bit on how that situation actually went, just for fun, because you kind of got lucky there, Brusk, because it was a weird experience. They send you a version of the trailer that has all these watermarks on it.
Ugh.
So you can't use that in your actual video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fine. They don't want me to leak it, even though I would never. But yeah, they don't want me to leak it. So they give me a watermark. And then they're like, okay, and we're going to send you the real one before the trailer drops. That way you have time to edit it and whatnot. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, when are you going to send the actual one so I can start editing? And they're like, oh yeah, about 10 minutes before it goes live. And I'm like, oh.
I don't have 10 minutes to edit a video. I think a watermark version would ruin the experience. Like, I can't imagine screaming in the mic looking at a fucking watermark video.
I just picture Sonic being like, oh, property of WB.
Oh, Warner Brothers. Everything is frozen. Did you see logos? They're freezing up.
If I recall, there's before the movie got released, there was on Twitter, they released this compilation of everyone's reactions and stuff like that, and they put a bunch of people's reactions and whatnot. So I'm assuming maybe there's a lot of people they sent the video to react to, and because I did not see you though, TrueUnderDawg.
No, I didn't post it on Twitter. That's my bad. They only took compilations on Twitter,
I
I think.
No.
Okay.
They got mine in there. They got mine in there. Somebody who was actually
Wait, that's right.
okay.
I did see you. That's right.
In my fucking reaction, I didn't really react to it because I'm not a very big reactionary person, and there were some points where I was just like, okay, that's fucking cringe and shit. I wasn't I was super fucking like, I don't know, I had the most just like a most straight face reaction out of like everybody, and they included me in there. But the one time they put me in there was when I sarcastically cheered for Cole Young. Woo! Let's go, Cole! I was just like, woo! Let's go, Cole! I was just like, why did you put that in there? I was like, you could have just got
I picture the editor right now, Brusk. Oh, I picture him being like, "Oh, you think you're sarcastic, but watch me work my magic."
That's the thing, is that like if they use my own sarcasm against me, I'm not even mad about that. That's well played right there.
That's really funny.
Just before we started, I was because I'm working on a video that relates to the movie. I won't say what it is though, you know, keep it a surprise.
Box of chocolates.
I looked at the movie soundtrack on YouTube, and there was two particular tracks that I thought had funny titles. One is Birthmark. There's a track called Birthmark. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
And there's one called The Tournament. And I'm thinking, when does that play in the movie? It's called The Tournament.
The Tournament.
Where do these filmmakers designate the tournament as being when there is no tournament? So someone needs to look into that.
I would say I probably watched the movie the earliest out of all of us.
Yeah.
Freaking Sonic in my DMs like the day after it releases in a different country. Have you seen it? Did you watch it yet? You want to like review it?
What? Did I do that? Did I DM you that?
And I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't watch the leaked version. I'm waiting for the legit thing.
I remember you were very anticipating. Oh, I think WB is gonna send me a copy.
That didn't happen, but you know, a guy can dream.
That leads up to our next conversation. So we're gonna talk about the movie itself now and how we felt about it.
It's poo.
Oh, I thought it was wank. You changed your opinion now to poo?
It's both at the same time.
It's both. It's a wank poo. Okay. That's an interesting.
Is that an upgrade or a downgrade? So it's not the worst thing they've made, and it has some good qualities to it. But like SonicHaXD was saying earlier, there are definitely some "why would you do that?" like moments that show up. Like, how could you even? How did that get past anybody as like a good idea? Didn't you have like one nerd that you held hostage to like review your ideas? Like, no, can't do that. Like, that's all you have to do. But it doesn't seem like
That's an interesting consultant.
That nerd was the basis for Kano's character, I believe. Chained up and going, "You fucking idiot."
That's true.
Just kidnapped a random Australian.
Every time I have like a criticism, they're always all they say is just different take, bro. Just accept things. The most like baseless like rebuttals to my things, but yeah.
Yeah, so many weird rebuttals. Like, I feel like there's a big argument out there that's saying like, you know, I didn't care about the story. I don't care about it being stupid. Hence why your opinion saying it's bad is nullified now because I didn't care about the story.
How would they feel if I said I don't care about the blood and gore? Well, how dare you? And then
That's been my life for the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, in that case, Transformer movies are like a 10 out of 10. Who cares about those annoying characters and where the plot's going? You know, it's
What are you trying to say?
It's just fun CGI.
What are you trying to say about my Transformers films, huh?
I like Bumblebee's cock.
oh god.
Was that in like the Snyder Cut? I never saw that.
Stop lubricating the man.
Shia LaBeouf, you're all greasy. Megan Fox, get out of the shot! You're hiding Bumblebee.
To summarize our opinions, you know, we like Kano. TrueUnderDawg likes the costumes. Cole Young sucks. We don't care about the characters. The story sucks. The fighting, some is fun, some is bad. And there we go.
Yeah.
And there we go.
I feel like that's
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
All right, yes. It's a wrap.
But he doesn't explain why Sub-Zero wouldn't just kill them, like decide to. What reason does he have to keep them alive?
Yeah.
I guess so that he can keep going to try to free them and get cheap shots at him, I guess. That's the only way.
It does work. It does work. Oh my gosh.
That's actually really clever, actually, now I think about it. Yeah.
To show they're alive, there could have at least been like them blinking or like have them just actually be awake, but like at death's door, like that could have worked too. Like, you know, have the daughter be like, "Dad," or something, like, you know, like, so
Dad.
that's creepier. Then it's like, oh god, gotta free him, like urgency.
Yeah, she's just there like,
Dad,
Daddy.
use your uppercut.
I did think of something about that theory you just mentioned. Perhaps maybe Sub-Zero knew that the Shiraryu family get their power from revenge. So if he killed their family, then Koyan would absolutely like get into like awaken mode or something like that. Perhaps. No.
Anime awakening.
Bruh.
I just realized too that when Scorpion goes to help his family, he dumps the element that brings life. He could have just taken the bucket of water with him.
Yeah, I know.
And he would have won.
Yo, like the bucket of water, that's all you needed to do. Yeah, why did you? Yeah.
One of the things with the armor though is that because he inherited the dragon birthmark, like he was born with it, unlike some of the other characters. So it's a bloodline technique that's armor to protect him, and it's like that's just Johnny Cage's power from MKX. Yeah. And it even manifests when he's protecting his family.
Same thing.
Like you could easily turn Cole into Johnny Cage, and all that would really change is the main character would have personality.
The director doesn't like the J word. We don't speak that on here, sadly. I'm sorry.
I don't care what the director thinks.
And then we get our first look at Thick Lena, right? And that was pretty nice.
Thick
Thick
Lena?
Lena. Because everyone was mad about like the casting choice of Melina. And I like instantly didn't give a crap when I saw those hips. I was like, oh, this was a good choice. You made the right decision.
Actually, no. Thick Lena shows up later.
Dang it.
After the Outworld where Bihan says, I'm not Bihan, I'm Sub-Zero.
Yeah, what the f does that even mean?
It would have been so great if like as walking away is like whatever you call yourself, dude. Like, it's fine.
It's. I was just like, dude, what the fuck does that even mean?
Like, okay, here's my question. So he's been like, what, Bihan for 400 years, and all of a sudden now he decides to be Sub-Zero? Like,
He's an edgy teenager.
I'm gonna change my name to Sub-Zero right now, 400 years later.
It's not a phase, Shang.
You don't need to say it. We all know you're Sub-Zero, dude. They never call Reptile, but we know he's Reptile. They call him Sizov. But like, we don't need. He doesn't need a line be like, I'm not Sizov, I'm Reptile. You know? Eventually, they cut back to Outworld again here. This is where we see the beautiful black and white landscape, hue saturation down landscape of Outworld. Melina just walking up in the desert.
Thick Lena.
And then Thick Lena. There's a couple funny nitpicks here in that scene where she walks up to. I'm still not too sure if. Are they making like roads? You know, the people there?
Yeah, I didn't pay enough attention.
There was just, I don't know. They were like mining or something. I have no idea. It was just.
No
I guess
idea.
it's like a slave metaphor here. Like, oh, Outworld is evil, so here's like our slave labor to let you know
Yeah.
this.
I didn't notice. I was too focused on the fact that Melina looked like she's just got done eating Tanya's ass out.
Don't put images in my head. What are you doing?
Don't you want that images in your head? But yeah, anyways, small details
You
here
judging
I
me?
just noticed. Melina walks up to like a cliff to see like Shang Tsung, and you see Shang Tsung looking back at her, and he just starts walking away. Which kind of means like, Melina, catch up to me, Melina.
I can teleport. I'll be right there. And Sonic, you ruined that for me a little bit. In the original Scorpion's Revenge, remember how there's the scene where like he drops the acid and she has time to like realize that he has acid, where he could have just spit in her face when he was invisible and fucking kill her like instantly? The same thing happens in the movie where he's like, oop, look out, my acid is dripping from the ceiling. Oop, look out, I've got acid.
Kano, I got you, buddy. You can escape from that.
It's not a tough enough fight. It must free Kano to even the odds. Make it more honorable.
You're giving me ideas, you know that. You're actually giving me ideas. I was mixed in the beginning, but after watching the game, it's like, it's a fun scene. But like, you know, the video version of me, I'm probably gonna like heavily simp for this character just for the lulz. We're like, oh, I currently have like a folder of all like the reptile pictures because he's so not clear in the fight, so I have to like specifically stop the time, just be like, yes, here's some perfect angles and stuff like that.
Did you get a good shot of that cloaca?
My cloaca.
Could we expect to paint me like one of your French girls' art of this movie Reptile?
La 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 la. Let's change topics. Before we continue, do you guys? I need to use the bathrooms. So I'll be
bathroom break.
back
All right.
Hi.
There he is.
Oh, is he back?
What, you guys thought I left?
Yeah.
No, I've been in the whole time.
Oh no.
He's like, I'm just spying.
How much did you hear?
I heard you saying very naughty things about me.
Oh no.
I will not stand for
This
this.
is not good.
You scaly fuck.
I mean, I am going to draw all of you as waifus at some
What?
point.
Yeah.
When my artistic ability gets better. So look forward to that. That's the only naughty thing, though.
That sounds pretty awesome, actually.
Oh, I have a great one planned for Brusk. It's gonna be great.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
The fourth waifu. I just had another weird thought. So if Ermac is made up of the souls of like thousands of dead warriors, will there be a part where his top gets ripped and you just see that his skin is just covered in like thousands of Arcana symbols?
That'd be kind of hype. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be such a dumb and hype reveal. Like we made him just specifically for that.
And then she does like the really flippy do towards onto Sonya.
The wire flip.
Yeah, the wire flip.
Yeah, she
And
does a
then, like,
backflip, but she goes forward.
A gainer, baby. She did a gainer with like a 360-degree spin, too.
It reminds me so much of the unnecessary and over-the-top flips of Annihilation.
It may have been an Easter egg for all we know. It could have been a reference to Annihilation.
I have never seen that, but like even I know about like that one fight around the end where like they just keep doing ballerina dances and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Raiden versus the reptiles. Like Raiden just kept fucking flipping around, and she talks like reptile for some fucking reason.
Right.
She's like, "This is not the blood of a chosen one." Like,
I will give you this though. I'm impressed with her lips when she said those lines. It's like you're shaking those lips really impressively, Sissy. Good job.
yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not digging it. Like she talks normally.
For sure, yeah, it's dumb. I'm just saying I'm impressed with the shaking lips.
She talks normally when we first see her have lines,
What of Lord Raiden?
and then she all of a sudden fucking talks like reptile.
By the way, I was like when I listened to the voice because she starts to have that echo thing when she's talking to Sonya. When I like tried to listen to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the exact same thing I did when I made my Ermac joke in like the poker room and stuff like that. I would first do like a line and be like, hello everybody, and I record be like, hello everybody.
Your death has no worth.
We have more power than you think, Zeteran.
That's the exact same thing they did with Melina. Maybe we can talk a little bit about Melina, because that's when she finally opens her mouth.
It looks awful.
So I question, like, why couldn't you just wear a mask and then when you take it off, that's the big reveal?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Could have, but actors hate wearing masks because then they get less star presence and they want to be like scouted for future films.
No.
Cringe.
She's an anti-vaxxer. She's an anti-vaxxer. That's why she doesn't like to wear masks.
Oh no, Melina 6 feet. No, Melina just jumps in close. No, cough on him.
So she doesn't eat people now. She just bites them and infects them with the COVID.
When I was watching the reptile fight scene, and there was a scene where like reptile like grabs with the tongue, grabs Kano over, and then he starts biting Kano. I was just thinking like, why are you more Melina than Melina in this film?
Thicklina?
Those lips are done a little better than Melina's. Shang Tsung saying death is just another portal. How y'all feel about that?
Sequels, Raiden. Sequels.
Oh my god.
I tried to revive Goro, but there was some complications. He just looks like Collector.
I tried to revive Goro, but he came back as a furry. Kentaro. Goro comes back as Kentaro, and he says to Cole, pretty cool, huh? It's my animality.
Maybe this can be the excuse why Reptile can look more human now. I don't know. But everyone else, I have no idea what they're gonna do.
Bold of you to assume that Reptile's ever gonna fucking come back. Very bold of you to assume.
Vampire Melina from the MKX mobile game.
Maybe we'll get Chameleon instead or some
Maybe.
shit. Like they'll be like clever about it.
How is that clever?
Well, not clever. Sorry. Hey man, don't roast me. But no, I just meant like they'll bring back a character that's never been in a movie, like clever in that regard.
I think Melina could have been really interesting if she was posing as Katana throughout most of the film and then she was the traitor.
Oh wow! What an immediately better idea. Good God, he's so good at this. Like that's why I like your videos. That's such an easy way to combine everything.
Sir, that's a great idea. You're fired. Get off my property. You can't work on this movie anymore.
You're the embodiment of that meme of the guy at the board meeting who says the one good idea and
and
it's
it gets
tossed out the
thrown
fucking
out.
window.
Yeah. Like your feelings for the movie like is about the same as me, but like for my rating systems, like even a 4 out of 10 is usually like an okay movie to watch. You know, a 6 out of 10 is like not bad. That's how I see ratings. So like I get what you mean. Yeah.
Dang, so a 9 for you would be like legendary status almost.
Maybe. Yeah. Probably. Except anime. I rate anime as like everything's 8 out of 10 because.
Well, I know for B stars for you is gonna be a 10 out of 10. You're gonna be like, oh my god.
Shh. It's not that high, but I did rate it that high on my anime list. But that's not the point. Ranking. So first off, Godzilla vs. Kong has like the most scaly action, so that's number 1. A little bit of scaly action in Mortal Kombat, but none in Snyder Cut, so the Snyder Cut's trash. There's my rating. let's get to the first question in the Q&A. And it is actually the first question that was posted onto my Discord by a username called The4thSnake. And he says, why is the movie so bad? That is actually a very interesting question. It was the first one I got, so I'm like, I had to put it on here for sure. Seems kind of interesting.
To answer my question,
to answer your own question,
I mean, we kind of have, I would say, already.
We did pretty much.
What, like 4 hours so far?
Maybe try to explain it in like 2 sentences or something as like the challenge.
Bad filmmaking.
Cole Young.
Yes. Thank you for the answer, my friends.
Oh, I didn't answer. Well, I was supposed to answer too.
That was the answer. There you go. Nice. Question is by Hemet1725, and they say, what characters would you guys like to appear in the sequel, and how do you think they would ruin them? So you have to put your favorite character, and you have to say how they're gonna ruin them.
They're gonna add Scarlet, but she's gonna be just a no-name assassin that gets killed off to show how strong Katana is.
That sounds reasonable.
Sounds accurate. Also, I'll probably bring in Baraka, and his Arcana is that he gets blades. That's it.
Oh.
That's how you ruin the fucking character.
Even worse, the Brusk, they're already there, but they get longer.
Or they turn from bone to metal.
Yep, also possible, yeah.
Cyberlich from Twitter, and they ask, do the villains in the movie have Arcana as well? Since Cabal has his super speed for some reason, do you really want to try and think about what their Arcana is?
For the villains?
The villains in the movie, I mean.
Reiko's is definitely something dumb like super strength, because he like holds the hammer.
Cringe.
Melina is teleport? Maybe?
Yes, her teleport for sure. Yep.
Cabal super speed.
Yep.
So what about Reptile?
Turns invincible.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe he's a human and his power is to turn into a lizard man.
That's what I was thinking too. Maybe the Arcana's there.
He's the lizard from Spider-Man.
His name's like John Sizoff. He's an accountant.
John Brooklyn. But what about Goro? What is his Arcana?
4 arms. They
Yes,
normally only have 2 arms in the movie universe, but he got 2 more.
Are you telling me Prince Goro, it's good to have Shokan on our side, so is being a Shokan a power? It's like the race?
Or maybe his power is to open shed doors.
Yeah.
No door cannot be opened by Goro.
Oh yeah, that's right. It took him a while actually to open those doors. Since we're talking about Arcana, I might as well get this one out of the way. A typical guy on YouTube asks, if either one of you gets an Arcana, what do you think your special abilities would be?
Hacking.
Hacking?
Like Sombra from Overwatch.
I can tell you right now, I think what 4thSnake's... I'll wait till y'all say, because then I want to say what I think your powers would be.
Okay, so I want to be a reptile, obviously. I want to climb around, spit acid.
I'd probably go for teleportation myself.
Cool, because I think time control is the power I've always wanted, because to me, like, objectively, time control is the best power in the world. Maybe just, like, how about we limit it to where I can only control time in a certain space?
You could also just do, like, 9 seconds. Haha.
Oh, Dio? Just, like, freeze the room. I also wanted to joke about what y'all's powers would be, too, though.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I think, unfortunately, Sonic hit the nail on the head. I was going to joke and say he's Reptile. Like, he's a scaly boy. So
well,
that's his.
Confirmation, so I guess I'm a reptile then.
And I thought, like, 4thSnake is super obvious, too, because he's always rewriting better ideas of how things should happen or better plot lines, fixing problems. His power would be to actually recreate reality in his vision when it comes to certain outcomes or circumstances.
The reality stone?
Yeah.
It's like the 3rd semester of Persona 5 Royal.
I'm not sure about Brusk, though. I couldn't think. I was trying to figure out something extra unique for Brusk.
Maybe I'm just that boring of a person.
Oh, no.
No, I was going to say the opposite. I think, like, you're pretty entertaining, so I was thinking you have the ability to, like, get everyone's attention. Like, no one could look away, like, that kind of stuff. You can, like, aggro everybody in the room.
That's interesting.
That'd be kind of cool. I'm not explaining it very well, but it'd be very useful in a lot of situations.
Nah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah.
Maybe you could even, like, if you do a stream, like, it controls everyone, like, it controls the masses.
I bring in automatically 500 viewers.
At this point, we're all just turning into Persona villains.
Yeah, like, against their will. Like, they're forced to stop what they're doing and come to their computers to watch.
This is a pretty entertaining question.
What I was going to say, I had a really scary thought, though. And I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I just think it'll get a laugh out of y'all. And this is something that Hollywood would totally do. So my fear when I saw that Melina was a black woman, my fear was that Katana is not black. Katana looks like how we think Katana looks. And they're trying to say that all Tarkatans are black. And that's why she's black.
Oh,
and they're going to use that to tie into all the Tarkatans are slaves.
Wow.
Oh no.
I could see them doing that. I could see Hollywood doing that.
No.
And that's my biggest fear. Like, they're going to cut the Tarkatans and they're all black. I could see it happening.
Codename Baraka.
That would be amazing if that happens.
It's so woke, guys. It's so woke that it's racist.
Yeah.
It's part of some literally biting social commentary.
Nice.
Literally biting, haha.
That's awesome.
I feel like we don't have too much time left, so I don't want to gargle up too many questions here, but I'll just pick some of the best. So here's like one of the best here, my opinion. Got just random stuff from YouTube. And they say, there's a furry among us.
Amogus.
Not a question.
I don't know, like, for Snake, you're looking kind of sus there. I don't know your name.
I mean, it has
has the word
snake in it.
I have dog
yeah.
in mine. It's just spelled differently.
Oh, you got
So we're actually
dog.
all furries except for Brusk. He's the only one who makes it out unscathed.
I'm purified.
That's true. Fuck, my name has Sonic. That's the biggest Rule 34 character. Damn it.
Yes.
Danny Sabri on YouTube says the fourth true poet XD. So like you combine all four of our names together.
It would have been better if it said the true fourth poet. That sounds better.
The next question is kind of related still to the other questions. If we get a movie skin pack like the 95 movie, which characters would you want the skins to be of?
The problem for me is I think the costumes, other than Kung Lao, I don't think the costumes are actually all that great.
We're not that enthusiastic about this.
Yeah, because most of the fucking I fucking hate the costumes in most of it.
I'll genuinely sooner have an Annihilation skin.
Oh, I would love an Annihilation skin. But I want
fun.
Annihilation Scorpion. I want that shit.
Brian Thompson, Shao Kahn.
Fuck yeah, dude, that'd be the fucking best thing.
Sindel.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Oh, I hope she says the line.
She's hot in the Annihilation, yeah.
Yeah, she's hot. I won't pretend that she didn't teach us all the meaning of MILFs as a kid.
Yep.
Definitely did.
But yeah, there we go. That's the podcast.
Oh God, this is longer than the Snyder Cut. Oh, this podcast is longer than the
Actually,
Snyder Cut.
oh yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Holy crap. But yeah, thanks again for all of you for joining. It's been a huge pleasure talking with all of you. You got self-promotion. 10 seconds, each of you.
Just put my crap on the screen. There you go. Look at it.
There you go.
Write it down. You know it's there.
TrueUnderDawg, there's your crap.
You can find me on YouTube and Twitch. Just search BruskPoet. Go on Twitter, search BruskPoet. You'll see me there. Thank you for tuning in.
Nice.
You can find me in places online.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you all so much for watching or listening, depending on how you're watching or listening to this. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Yay.
At least you didn't steal my line and say "Stay underdogs."
There's too many outros I can parody here, so I can't parody them all.
But hey, that's just a theory.
That's just a theory. I actually have a little surprise I wanted to show you guys.
Okay.
I actually am making the thumbnail for the video we're talking right. This video basically.
Oh God, we're all furries.
No, not that bad. No. But I will say we are all JoJo characters.
Oh, okay.
Bro, what in the hell? This shit's fucking sick.
Dude, I will never be that swole in my life. My shirt. That's so cool.
You drew me a Sub-Zero, and that's my fucking that's my costume from Halloween.
This is why I asked you those weird JoJo questions and what you guys will wear, because like I planned to wanted to do something special, so I drew all you guys.
Oh.
I asked one of my friends to draw all you guys for like thumbnail and stuff like that.
Amazing.
Me a Sub-Zero is kind of sick.
She made me look very big. I'm trying to do the pose in real life, and it's hard.
Oh, that's really hard actually.
I'm trying to.
A bit of a behind the scenes funny thing also. TrueUnderDawg and TrueUnderDawg and me, all of our favorite characters is Joseph. So I could only give it to I could only give it to TrueUnderDawg, and I just made you do the
Hell
Dio
yeah.
pose.
Hell yeah. He's the obvious choice. He's the best character.
He is.
He is.
really
He's he's a great character.
Who is the person you commissioned for this?
Oh,
We all want her now.
she's called BK Hat. She's the one who also helped me draw stuff from like the videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
You definitely need to record something for the end of the podcast where you shill this person's art, because this is great.
Okay, yeah. Hey guys, what is up? SonicHaXD here. You may know me from the recent collab I did with internet sensation PewDiePie.
Thank you.
And I'm here to thank you all so much for watching this video. It was a ton of fun highlighting the funny moments in our podcast and doing the funny edits and stuff like that. But I have to emphasize that there was a ton that I cut. The whole thing is 4 hours and 30 minutes, so I couldn't show all the best moments. Like, we talked through the whole entire movie, we ranked each Mortal Kombat film with each other. There were some Q&A questions that we discussed thoroughly. Personally, my favorite one was when we talked about what our favorite anime was. And if you want to see like True Underdog go full-on rage rant mode, we talked a little bit about Snyder Cut, and he went true angry dog when we did that. It's pretty entertaining. So I highly recommend you guys to check the full thing out. I have a timestamp for each of the interesting and important parts throughout the podcast, so if you want to just skip through those moments, then you can always just click that too. Hope you guys have been enjoying the weekly upload I've been doing for like this whole month. I never planned to do it, but like there was just a lot of stuff I want to talk about for Mortal Kombat 2021, so I just been uploading pretty much weekly this whole month. And I'm here to announce that I am going to stop that now and go on a pretty long hiatus, because I'm going to be fully focusing on making the Mortal Kombat 2021 sucks video now. And I'm gonna just be doing nothing but that for the next month or two, and I'm hoping to get it done by then. I may or may not upload some smaller videos in between if I feel like it, but pretty much I'm just gonna focus on the Mortal Kombat 2021 sucks video now. If you want to see my progress through how I'm doing with the editing of that video, then I recommend you guys to follow me on Discord, because I'm planning to do like 3 or 4 weekly updates on there just to tell you guys how the progress is going and stuff like that. Also a mental note for myself to work on the video. And I might even have some activities you guys can participate in, you know, like maybe the memes that BK had can help me draw in that video and stuff like that. What else? So I thought I'd just make that announcement. Thank you all so much for watching, and I want to also thank True Underdog, BruskPoet, and The4thSnake for chatting with me up to like almost 6 hours. So thank you so much. It was a lot of fun, and I'm so sorry that it surpassed the 2-hour mark. And I think I've said it like 3 or 4 times, but thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys when my sucks video is done. Bye bye.
Catch you later, everybody.
All right, see you later, True Underdog.
Nobody wants to say goodbye, but we have to eventually. Underdog.
Underdog. Oh, he's out. He just left. That was the last thing he said.